Hello and welcome to today's episode. We're talking about Bitcoin Gold, what it is, and should you worry about the coming hard fork. So Bitcoin Gold is another hard fork coming to the Bitcoin network. So what is a hard fork? If you don't know what a hard fork is, it's when a group of people or a person decide that they want to change something in Bitcoin or a particular altcoin, and they implement the changes at a specific point in the chain and it splits. So now you have Bitcoin over here and Bitcoin Gold over here, doing the same things. They're just hashing along. Bitcoin Gold has some different things that they're trying to do with it. We'll get into that. This is where we got Bitcoin Cash from. Bitcoin Gold is coming in the same forking process, and we're going to have another fork in November of SegWit 2x. The Bitcoin Gold is scheduled to go live around October 25th, and I say around because it's always based on a specific block in the blockchain, and so it could vary here or there depending on how long it takes to get the blocks approved and confirmed inside of the blockchain within Bitcoin. Bitcoin Gold aims to change how the hashing power is distributed by making it asic resistant. An asic is a machine dedicated to mining Bitcoin. All it can do, all it does is mine Bitcoin 24/7. And people have been buying these in mass. People who have money have been putting them in warehouses and building them up, and it's starting to centralize the Bitcoin mining process, because unless you have one of these big warehouses, you're not going to be able to make a profit on mining Bitcoin. Bitcoin Gold wants to take that and change it so that it's decentralized, so that anyone can have an equal opportunity to mine Bitcoin just by using a graphical user processor or the graphics card in your computer that makes your games play your games. So in theory, anybody with a decent graphics card, if you have a good gaming PC, you're going to have a good mining rig, chances are. And that's their goal. They want to take Bitcoin and make it a way, mine it in a way that is more like Ethereum, where it has decentralized mining, which in that sense would make it, in my mind, it would make it stronger. That way, not one entity could attack the network if they get 51% of the hashing power, because chances of one person having 50% of all graphics cards in existence on the planet is going to be much more difficult than having half of the ASIC miners that exist. And the centralization of the mining process is what has gotten some people worried, which is why they want to make Bitcoin Gold. Now, Bitcoin Cash doesn't have this same feature. It is still can be mined through ASICs, except for the only difference is they have bigger blocks and they don't have SegWit involved. That's the difference with Bitcoin Cash. With Bitcoin Gold is going to have Bitcoin Cash, going to have SegWit as well, and they said they're going to follow in step with the core developers as much as possible. They're just going to make it so that you can't mine Bitcoin Gold with an ASIC miner. As with the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, you will end up with an equal amount of Bitcoin Gold as you have Bitcoin at the start of the forking process, sometime around October 25th. So the question is, should you sell your Bitcoin Gold right as soon as you get them on October 25th? I don't really know a good answer to this. I will not be selling mine, but do remember that I am just a nerd. I am not a financial advisor. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research and make your own decision. You may get a higher Bitcoin Gold to Bitcoin exchange or USD exchange if you cash out early, but you also may not get as high as possible because, as we saw with Bitcoin Cash, this price jacked up very highly after a little bit of time, and then since then it has been steadily decreasing entirely. I cashed out of my Bitcoin Cash, that's interesting, around $400 US, and I put it into Bitcoin, so I didn't get as much as I could have gotten if I cashed out earlier, but at the same time, I got more than I would have gotten if I would just hold on to them. Some people are exchanging their altcoins currently for Bitcoin so that when the fork happens, they have more Bitcoin to turn into Bitcoin Gold. This is a possibility. You will see today, as I'm recording this, all of the altcoins, almost all the altcoins are down. They're in the red. It's basically like a giant sell-off. And this is probably why people want to have as many Bitcoins as possible. When the time of the hard fork comes, will have more Bitcoin Gold to trade into Bitcoin and then hence have more Bitcoin. Of course, all this is speculation. Take time to learn, read charts, learn how Bitcoin works if you don't know how it works, learn what a hard fork is. I can only go into so much information here in these videos. and in my posts on Steemit and my podcasts. There's only so much time we have to do this, so do your own research. You can get a lot more information out of that if you spend the time and really learn about it. If you choose to buy altcoins on these dips, do keep in mind that they're going to probably continue to dip lower, and you will get emotional and want to trade your altcoins at a loss, but you should hold on to them. Trading is a mind over emotion kind of game, and if you let your emotions take control, you will lose money. So be very careful if you're going to be trying to trade altcoins for Bitcoin, or if you're buying, especially if you're buying into altcoins now as it continues to dip, for hopes that it will go back up in the future, because we never really know for sure, but chances are that it probably would. I don't think it's smart to sell your Bitcoin Gold as soon as you get it. You don't know what's going to happen with this fork. It might turn out to be somewhat profitable, probably not nearly as expensive as Bitcoin is in US dollars, but since they are ASIC resistant and they're going to be using GPU mining, Ethereum will end up not using this proof of work. They'll end up using proof of stake, and then many people that mine Ethereum because it's GPU and not ASIC will end up most likely coming to Bitcoin Gold or another coin that allows for GPU mining and not ASIC mining. But none of this is a guarantee, so please do your homework and don't trust a guy on the internet. Should Bitcoin holders be worried? Of course not. Of course not. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Bitcoin in its current state is going to be Bitcoin. No matter how many hard forks there are, Bitcoin's always going to say Bitcoin. And if the current chain of Bitcoin doesn't survive, well then the thing that becomes Bitcoin will be called Bitcoin, and it will just continue to carry on. You shouldn't worry about your Bitcoin's price. It'll hold its value, as we saw in the last hard fork with Bitcoin Cash, and as we saw with the big scare with China threatening to ban cryptocurrencies. We had a big dip down below $3,000, and it's right back up there. As of today, it's sitting just below $5,000 again. It's reaching its all-time highs. Don't worry. Hold on to your Bitcoins. Don't sell your Bitcoins. Don't trade them for altcoins unless you want to have it, because altcoin trading is a little different. You can trade it back pretty easily, but also make sure you hold on to a majority of your Bitcoin for sure. So my opinions on Bitcoin Gold: sounds like a good idea in practice, having it GPU only and ASIC resistant. I can see potential for it there, but as of right now, there's a lot of other options out there that they can mine and be GPU only. So we'll see how it competes. People might like the jump ship just because it's called Bitcoin and not something else. That could be a thing. As I said, I'm not going to be selling my Bitcoin Gold right out the gate. I'm going to wait it out a little bit, see where it goes. I don't think it's ever going to be as good as high as Bitcoin. I also believe that all of this hard forking is going to cause some issues in the future, where people coming into it want to get into Bitcoin and they see all these other Bitcoins and they're not going to know what is the real Bitcoin. That can be a little bit of an issue. But as for me, I'm going to hold on to them for probably at least a month, see what happens, see how it plays out. Because you can never be 100% sure in these things. If there's more hashing power in Bitcoin Gold because of this GPU mining, it might be a substantial coin. It might rival Ethereum's price. It might go above Bitcoin Cash's price. We're not entirely sure, but there will be value in it to somebody. And I believe that because of the GPU mining and the ASIC resistance, there's going to be a level of a higher level of confidence than maybe with Bitcoin Cash, where it's just bigger block sizes and not anything specific. Bigger block sizes and not anything really super new in that space. I am glad that the core developers of Bitcoin don't want a hard fork. They try to avoid a hard fork at all costs, and that's really good because, like I said, having Bitcoin forked so many times it can only cause problems in the future with people coming into the space, not knowing what Bitcoin really is and how it works. They'll have problems understanding what is the real Bitcoin. And Bitcoin Gold developers mentioned that they want to stay in step with core and what they are doing, and so it's kind of odd that they want to fork off. The only reason I can see is that they want to fork off because they want to have this ASIC resistant version of Bitcoin, which is respectable. It's respectable, but I wonder if that's the only thing they're changing, then why would someone leave like Ethereum? If Ethereum's going to hold on to GPU mining for a little bit longer here, why would they want to leave Ethereum? Why would they want to leave another coin they're already mining at a profit for Bitcoin Gold? Something we don't know. Again, we'll have to find out and see how it pans out, but that's all in due time. I'm not worried about the price of Bitcoin Gold. Like I said, I'm going to hold it, and if it does tank, so be it. It was a free coin. I didn't even really have to do anything for it. I just had to hold on to some Bitcoin, and I'll have some free Bitcoin Gold, and that's just kind of a bonus. So there's no risk in holding on to it. Why not hold on to it and see where it goes? Give it a month, and if it continues to dip, and it's a month, and it's down 50%, then it might be worth getting out of, and seeing until it steadies off and holds, and see where it holds, and get back in the future at a higher price and you'll have more of them. That's my opinion. Of course, there is many opinions out there. I appreciate you watching this video. Of course, we have to do the obligatory support section. If you want to support the channel in this video form, the podcast form, and the post form, there is a Patreon at patreon.com/jrswab. You can also join the MinerGate mining. It's the easiest way to mine your favorite cryptocurrency. Download an application on your computer and you hit run. It's super easy. That is at go.jrswab.com/minergate. And finally, Changely, the cryptocurrency exchange with the lowest possible fees. You can find that at go.jrswab.com/changely. That's CHANGELLY. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some value in it. And until next time, guys,